Hello everyone, and welcome to the course overview lecture. As a quick note, I have a favor to ask of you. Please watch this entire video lecture, regardless if you've already taken multiple courses on Udemy or even multiple courses by me, or if you're brand new to Udemy or brand new to online learning in general, please watch this entire lecture video. It will really help your course experience be a lot smoother. Thank you. Okay, continuing on, we're going to talk about three main things in this lecture. We'll talk about general course information, how to get the course notes and files, and then how to get help during the course. First off, a huge thank you for enrolling. It really means the world to me to get messages from students every day telling them I helped them in their careers, helped them solve a problem at work, or that they just really enjoyed the course. So thank you again for enrolling. I'm really going to try my best to make sure you have a good experience. First off, let's discuss some general tips for getting the best experience with this course. You probably noticed that I speak at a pretty steady and deliberate pace, so feel free to speed up the videos. You can check for a speed icon on the bottom tab. In fact, you can speed up this video right now. I would personally probably be watching these videos at about 1.5 or 2x speed, but that's my style. If English is not your first language, you can probably also slow down the videos. So do whatever speed feels right to you. If a video ever appears blurry, make sure to check that you're viewing the video in high definition. If you want to download the videos for offline viewing, you can do that with the Udemy app. Any technical platform issues you may encounter, please contact support@udemy.com. Technical platform issues can be things like having trouble posting to the Q&A forums, having trouble logging into your account, or having trouble viewing the actual videos. Those are technical platform issues. I can't help you too much there, so please contact support@udemy.com if you experience those type of problems. Again, the course is self-paced and you get lifetime access to the materials, and that includes any updates. Also, upon completion of the course, you can unlock a certificate for your LinkedIn profile, and you can check out the FAQ lecture, which is the very next lecture, for more information on how to unlock that certificate. Now let's talk about how to get the course materials. You can download all the files as a .zip from this lecture, the FAQ lecture, or the installation lecture. That's this lecture, the next lecture, and the lecture after that. It's the same .zip file, so any one of those lectures is fine. It's saved as a resource, so you should see a little blue resource tab open up while you're watching the actual video. Just click on that and then download the .zip file. Future additions to this course will get their own .zip file in the relevant section, and I will also re-upload an updated .zip to these three lectures. So what I mean by that is if later on in the future I add a new clone to this course, maybe we make a clone of facebook.com, then I will create two zip files. I will re-upload an updated version of the whole zip file, but I will also make a separate zip file just for that section. That way you don't have to re-download all the notes every time new material is added to this course. Also, as a quick note, sometimes a built-in unzipping program on your computer may not work for unzipping a file. Please try another program before posting to the Q&A forums if you're having trouble unzipping files. Thanks. Alright, now let's talk about how to approach the course. This course is divided into sections that lead into each other. Each section can be visited independent of the others, but they also assume knowledge of all the concepts covered in previous lectures. As a very high-level overview general curriculum of what this course has, we first talk about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then we continue talking about the document object model and jQuery, and that's really the front end half of the course. Then the second half of the course discusses the Python programming language, how to work with Django and SQL, and then after that we have website clone projects. Also, keep in mind that we do not assume any previous knowledge, so you can take this course even if you have zero programming experience. We won't ever assume that you've encountered any other technology before. However, that means if you already have experience, you may want to read through the code notes first, otherwise you may be viewing video lectures that just go over things you already know. Again, this is trying to be a careful balance for people who have never programmed before and experienced programmers. So beginners should follow through the course in order. More experienced developers should probably visit the curriculum page and decide what the best starting point is for them. And be honest with yourself. If you start to have trouble with a certain section, you may want to go back a section and review that material. Okay, now let's talk about how to get help during the course. Okay, so let's discuss the steps you should take whenever you need help during the course. The first thing you should do, especially if you run into a programming error, is use Google and Stack Overflow as tools to help you solve that issue. A big part of being a developer is learning how to answer your own questions by using Google and using Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is just a website where you can post questions and other programmers will help you out. But a lot of times, almost 90% of the time, your question has been asked by someone else and you'll already find an answer through Google and Stack Overflow. If you still can't find it there, you may want to check out the FAQ lecture, where I will be posting commonly asked questions that pertain to the course. If you still can't find it there, and your question's more specific to something in the course, search the Q&A forums for previous posts. It's likely that someone's already asked a similar question to yours. While you're viewing a lecture, you can also look at the bottom tab and you should see a Q&A button. You can click that and that will take you to Q&A posts that actually pertain to the specific lecture that you are watching. If you still can't find the help, not to worry. Post a new question on the Q&A forums. Please include what you've tried, your code, and as much information as possible. That way, the students and I can quickly help you out. Here are some useful ways you can share your code online with us. You can use CodePen.io, CodePen.co, a gist on GitHub, or even just a plain screenshot, or you can actually copy and paste with formatting your code onto the Udemy Q&A forums. Choose whatever you prefer. As far as some general information for the question and answer forums for this course, you can usually expect a reply within 24 hours. And other students reply often, so often a reply comes a lot faster than 24 hours. But I check the Q&A forums at least once a day, usually more than that. You may also just get a quick link reply. So if I see a question very similar to yours answered on Stack Overflow, I may just reply with the link. If you're still confused by that or I haven't given you enough information, feel free to just continue the thread asking follow-up questions. I'm always happy to help you out. Also, remember to say thank you, especially if another student has helped you out and replied to your question. It really helps build a great community of students answering each other's questions. Also, it's a great idea for you to go to the Q&A forums and see if you can help out other students in the course. It's a really great skill to have, and it really helps your own understanding to answer other people's questions. As a final note, there are many ways to program, and that includes the choice of your development environment, the styling of the code, your programming choices, etc. I don't want you to ever feel locked into the choices we make in this course. Feel free to explore other options, and also feel free to share them as well. If you prefer another IDE, you prefer another library, you have different programming styling from your experience, that's totally okay. Don't ever feel that you have to do exactly what we do in this course. And again, just a huge thank you for enrolling in this course. I'm so happy you have enrolled, and I get to help you on your journey of becoming a web developer. I'll see you inside the course. Thanks, everyone.